What's up, y'all? Now, kind of want to have a little bit of a grown-up conversation with you guys. Now, get right to the point. Do y'all believe there's such thing as a soulmate or a Mr. or Mrs. Right? Now, I used to believe in that, especially when I was a child, when I was a kid and everything. But I'm 30 now, and now that I've grown up and experienced a little bit more, and I've had some, ups and downs with relationships and everything. I am actually going to go ahead and say no. There really is no such thing as a quote unquote soulmate or Mr. Right. And the thing is the reason why I believe this is for logical reasons. Like I was talking to one of my homegirls about this and about why she said that she passed up on her she passed up on her Mr. Right for a quote unquote fuckboy. Imagine that. But yeah, I mean, I know that every case is different. Everybody's different, or they might have a different situation. But she said that hers came and went. That happens to a lot of people. And don't get me wrong, the idea of a soulmate and somebody who makes it all clear that that idea sounds good, but it's really not realistic if you think about it. Because one, there's 7.5 billion people who walk this earth. Do you really believe that you're only compatible with just one? Do you really believe that that one person going to come into your life and make it real and make you realize that it didn't work with anybody else? No, that's completely unrealistic. Second reason why, and pay attention to this one, is because your tastes and your preference and what you value and what's important to you changes over time. Think about it. Do you really have the same taste at age 27 as you did at age 17? Nine out of 10 of y'all are gonna say no because we grow up, we like different things, we have different life experiences. Like there's certain phases that we all grow up and we grow out of. It's not gonna be different. It's not gonna be the same thing. And the third is there does come a time in your life where you have to say, well, it's not really settling, but it is knowing exactly what you're worth. And me, as a man, I can proudly say to y'all that I did not find the same girls attractive at age 30 as I did at age 17, 18, 19, 20. Thank the Lord, because God knows that if I did, I'd probably have like 5 kids, about 5 baby mamas right about now. Thank God that didn't happen. But still, I feel like that's one thing that's holding a lot of people back. And the thing is, a lot of people they have unrealistic expectations, and that's what one thing that pretty much holds them back too. Is because they have this mindset, this one little set thing that's going on in their minds. Like, well, I don't need to settle for less. Like, Mr. Right or Mrs. Right is gonna come and walk into my life. And that's the thing, is a lot of the people who really believe that they haven't found their soulmate yet, a lot of people feel like they don't need to change anything up. They don't really feel like that they need to do any self-improvement. They feel like that they just need to just wait and sit on their ass just for the right person to come into life. When really it doesn't work like that. You have to, the thing is, you are what you attract. As much as a lot of people don't want to refuse to believe that, it is true. You are what you. And the main thing about soulmates is that a lot of people want unconditional love from their soulmate. I want the person who I'm with to love me for who I am unconditionally, no matter what, for the rest of my life. And that idea is good, but really it's unreal. Well, I don't want to say it's unrealistic. I just want to say that something like that is hard to come by in this day and age because God forbid, like I'm with the woman that I'm with, and I find out that she really does not like. I'm really her second option, or she doesn't really like me for who I am, but she only likes me for what I got her for what I bring to the table or whatever. And the thing is, like, it's not. Don't get me wrong, because not everybody's superficial. It's not always like that. And love, it does have terms and conditions. I mean, as much as people don't want to admit it. I mean, you do for a person to stay attracted to you, you do have to bring something else to the table other than your looks and personality. But sometimes that really is enough to keep people around. But I'm just saying, like, I don't want somebody to regret being with me after they figure out who I am on the inside and my parents, they've actually been together for 3.5 decades. They've been together, they've been married for 35 years. And I know a lot of thinking right now, but you just said you didn't believe in soulmates and your parents been married for 35 years. Well, yeah, because it's a different day and time. It's 2020. It ain't 1985 no more. So, yeah, there's always that. But I was listening to a couple of comedians on this topic. I mean, Corey Holcomb was one of them. He said, if you're over the age of 30 and you're in a relationship, do you realize that the only reason why you're with the person you're with is because at this point in his life or their life that you're the best that they can do? Yeah, that's kind of the harsh truth of it too. And Carlos Mencia, he was another one. He said, "Look, we're in our 30s. We're starting to get too old to be playing around or whatever. So I'm gonna just let you know what I am, who I am, and what I offer up to bring it on the table. I'm gonna let you know right now that I'm the best that you can get, and you're the best that I can get. And we both figured out at the same damn time. So are we gonna do this or not?" I mean, I wish a lot of people were that honest about it, but a lot of people are not because a lot of them still live in fairy tale land. They still believe in that Prince Charming crap. This doesn't. And with that in mind, there really is no certain time limit on something like that because hell, it's people out there who've been together for 10, 15, 20, 25 years, even more than that. They still together and guess what? They miserable. They ain't even happy. And there's been people who have been together for only 2 weeks and they have more of a connection than the person who's been together for 20 plus years. And I know that it's kind of contradictory because I said there's not really so much thing as a soulmate. But the thing is, you never know when you're going to meet them. And you never know if you're going to, you never know what that person, because a lot of people, they probably have not met their soulmate yet, or the person, because it's not really a soulmate. It's just the person who pretty much suits the best for you. It's pretty much not a soulmate, but it's the person who suits you the best. It's the person that really can do the best for you, who fits all of your qualities. Like I said, you might not meet him today, you might have already met him, but that's pretty much just the reality of it. And who knows? The thing is, your soulmate might be somebody that you never even expected. And of course, I had my little quirks and stuff back in the day where it's like, oh, the girl I'm with got to be a supermodel. She got to look like so and so. And I mean, I'll be honest, I wasn't in any kind of shape for a woman like that, whether it be physically or financially. But hell, I done seen some supermodel looking women with the bummiest, crustiest niggas. And I'm always wondering, I'm like, well, what the hell does she see in him? But hey, that's their own personal preference. And that's the thing that y'all got to understand is like a lot of people's tastes are different than yours. And that's why you might not connect with everybody. And you're not going to connect with everybody. I mean, me personally, at this point in my life, I would rather have a girl who's like a 7 and I can connect with her and we have things in common and I can introduce her to my mother and we can actually have a future together other than her just being a 10, quote unquote, and her ass just done with a box of rocks and we ain't got nothing in common besides sex. I mean, that's, when you're in a relationship with somebody, of course, sex is going to come naturally, but still, like, I'm not saying that being a soulmate doesn't exist. I'm just saying, like, you need to be a little more realistic about it. What do you got?